We're going to go live here, waiting for YouTube to catch up, and then we're on our way. I am almost ready to go. Here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1. YouTube, do it. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RealCaribbeanBlog.com. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Happy Monday, everybody. I am excited to hang out with you and talk some Royal Caribbean. Lots of hanging out with, lots happening, lots to hang out with. Good friends are here, and we're here for the next hour talking about the most important thing in the entire world, which of course is going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Happy Monday, everybody. Glad to have you all here. Let's start today's live broadcast with the most important question. How many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat. Let us count down together. We had some super chats before the broadcast began. Hold on a second. TV timeout. I've got my countdown coming up here at the end of the month, May 31st. Ovation of the Seas. Finally, I'm going on a cruise. Can't wait for that. We did have some super chats before the broadcast began, and a big shout out to all those folks. We'll start out with some questions here from Ian Hunter. Ian, thank you for the super chat. Sailing from San Juan in March of 2026. Which port is that from? As I heard, it's not Old Town Port that the cruise stop go to. That's correct. It's in the other one. I forget. One is the international port and one is the other one, but it's the one that's across the harbor. It is not the terminal that the ships stop at for the daytime. It's across the harbor from that, near the little smaller airport over there. Now, it's not the international airport, it's just a small airport. Also, any hotel recommendations? The Sheraton Old San Juan is fantastic. I've stayed there a couple times. Never go wrong. Captain Bob Dickens. Thank you for the super chat, Captain Bob. Appreciate you, my friend. Hey, Matt, I'm about 90 days from Utopia. When do you think they'll open the Royal Railway for purchase? I check it every day. Would you buy the Royal Caribbean insurance for medical reasons? Good question. So the Royal Railway, there is no time frame, Bob, as you're discovering. It literally could be any day. It's just, unfortunately, there's been no rhyme or reason as to the timing of it. 90 days, I've seen 60, I've seen 40, I've seen 30. You just got to keep checking back. I wish I could give you a better answer. I wish there was an inside track. I wish I could tell you anything that would if I could save you 3 days of checking, if I could save you 1 day of checking, that'd be worth it. But I got nothing for you, my friend. As for the insurance question, should I buy the Royal Caribbean insurance just for medical reasons? The answer is no. You should never buy travel insurance just for medical reasons. There's a variety of other things there. But really, Bob, what you want to do, and I know you have some medical issues that you're facing yourself, you should look at any travel insurance, whether it's through Royal Caribbean or on your own. There's many insurance providers out there. Like, you must have a scenario in mind, a situation that could play out. And I would make sure that policy actually fits it, would be my best recommendation for you. So there you go. That is, thank you, Captain Bob, for the super chat. Tom, these are all super chats before the broadcast began, so that's why I can't show it to you on the screen. Tom, thank you for the super chat. 7 days to Utopia, 125 till Oasis. Icon, 173. Ruth Ann is awesome. Ruth Ann from MEI Travel is wonderful. Absolutely. Fred Shrek. Hey, Fred, thank you for the super chat. How do people get free cruises from the casino? Does it go by points, like money spent, or by money won? Fred, that's a really good question. There's a couple different ways you can get a free cruise from the casino. The easiest way is by money spent. Basically, for every $5 you spend at a slot machine, you earn 1 point. And for the minimum these days, it's about 400 points. It's like every point threshold, 400, 600, 800, 1200, 1500. There are different cruises you can choose from. Sometimes they're only like discounted rates. Sometimes they're true free cruises, Fred. I'm going to link to you, Fred, a video I've done about this because it's going to explain in much greater detail than we have time for today. And it goes into exactly how it works. But essentially, that's the most straightforward one. You spend enough money in the casino, you gamble enough. It's all about wagering, not winning. So, if you, it's all about how much money you're wagering. I posted in the chat, Fred. It kind of breaks it all down for you. But there's a couple ways. It's by money won. It's by accruing status. You'll see in that video, and I hope that'll help answer your question in much greater detail. All right, we're caught up over there. Glad to have everybody joining us here. Julesy, thank you for the super chat. Book the unlimited dining package for Allure for January 26th. When will I be able to make actual reservations? Thank you for the super chat. If you when did you book it, Julesy? Like, if you booked it like recently in the last week or two, you should be able to do it. When you go to book it, they added that feature. So when you add it to your cart, even before you actually purchase it, there's the option to add those restaurants. Now, Actually, they added that a while ago. I'm thinking the 3 night Ultimate Dining says it's the fall. But Julesy, if you booked it, the Ultimate Dining package before the fall, then you wouldn't be able to do that. So my best advice to you, I guess the question is, if you bought it like a while, like a 6 to 9 months ago, you would have to cancel to rebook it. But if you booked it like recently, it should have been an option when you added it to your cart. As soon as you add it and you select the people, all of a sudden you should get like an option there to like select your restaurants. So let us know in the chat if where you fall in that. I see Bobby Myers here, Christopher Bayona joining us here. Susan Westfall is here as well. And Susan, I love this countdown, by the way, 40 days till the Independence Group Cruise. Susan, we've been on many cruises together, some in Europe, in fact. And I will say this, Susan, I am never been more excited about one cruise than this one. So I'm so stoked for this. It's gonna be amazing. Speaking of friends joining us on that cruise, Mr. Felix Torres will be there. Looking forward to that, Felix. Awesome. Let's see here. Next question. Lots of great countdowns, guys. Love this. This tall to ride, 509 days till Star. Been there, done that. 4 days to Anthem. Ryan's at 3 days to Enchantment. Love that. KJ's watching the Hurricanes game and the chat. Fantastic. Marina is here. Hello, Marina. It's good to see you. Lindy from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Lindy. Hope you are doing well. Welcome. Smokey Bandit in the house. We got a drink of water. Thank you, Johnny, for confirming. I never remember the name of which one is which. San Juan Cruise Port for the cruises starting there is the Pan American Pier. So to answer that question from earlier, I think it's the internet. The other one is the other one. So yeah, there you go. Scary, long time no see, man. Just saw you in a chat on Friday, but glad to have you here. Lot Floating Adventures, what's going on, man? Welcome. Brian, how do I convince my wife to let me book all the free cruises the casino is sending me? When you figure out that answer, let me know, because I have not figured out that answer yet myself. Zach Brady. Zach, thank you for the super chat, my friend. For those in Club Royale that may not know, they released Star of the Seas to January to March of 26 for annual tier offers. I actually texted my travel agent about this for my spring break cruise. So fingers crossed I'll be able to take advantage of it. But thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah. So if you don't know what that Zach's talking about, then you're probably not in the Prime program. But they opened up a ship that usually isn't on there, which is amazing. Jason and Keelis. Jason, thank you for the super chat. Too many days till Oasis September. Ovation next year in Alaska. Great deal on drink packages, though, for Diamond Plus. Can we talk a minute for a second? For a while, there was a lot of flack, rightfully so, that drink package prices had gotten very, very expensive. But am I crazy? Guys, keep me honest here. Are the drink package prices like normal now again? Like you could reliably find, since Black Friday till now, there has been a consistent stream of really good sales and I mean really good sales. I mean, drink package prices below, $70 a day if you buy it before the cruise, obviously. Give Royal Caribbean credit. I mean, I'm paying for them again, which I think says something. Dave O is here. Danette is here. Welcome. Mr. Septime or Steph. Is an Aqua Theater 2-bedroom suite a good choice for the first time as an Oasis family ship? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna spoil yourself. That's a star class cabin. That is one of the best rooms in the fleet. You're gonna get your own genie there. We have Steph, we have video tours of those cabins. We just did one in December. Our YouTube editor Jenna narrated it and tried to convince me to let her book another one. Anyway, we have the video tours here on our channel. Watch those. I've stayed in an 2-bedroom Aqua Theater suite. Goodness, 4 times now, maybe. Love them. They're fantastic for families. La Floating Adventures. Thank you for the super chat. Mason Jar seems so popular, but it's not going on any icon class. Do you see it being extended to Harmony and Symphony or dying out there? It's a great question. I have learned one thing. I am very bad at predicting where Royal is going to go with dining. At one point, it seemed like, oh, guys, the Mason Jar is going to be on every ship from here on out. And they did add it to Allure, so it's not dead, but it didn't make it to the icon class. Sometimes it may be a space issue. Maybe it makes more sense on a certain class of ships than another one. I would say this. At this point, because it got added to Allure, the question really is, number one, are ships like Harmony and Symphony going to get, significant upgrades like that? If so, then yes, I would expect that to be the case. It seems like an easy fit, quite frankly. Don and Judy Goldstein are here. Hello, Don and Judy. Welcome. Justin from MEI Travel is here. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Kenny, I swear to God, I'm not planning this. I just saw your name immediately. Like, I mean, it was like a red beacon, my neighbor Kenny, because I could never, he changed his name to something else. And I literally, it's not that I was ignoring him. Sometimes I am, but not today. Good to have your name back. Slew Dog, what's going on? Welcome. Aaron Streeter, thank you for the super chat. Have you been on a holiday cruise? Yes, I have. If so, what do you recommend? I've done, I did New Year's Eve last year with my neighbor Kenny, and it was a great cruise. We had a lot of fun. The great thing about holiday cruise, I've done Thanksgiving. I think we did Christmas one year. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we did Christmas one year, but we definitely did New Year's Eve. And I've done New Year's Eve twice now. And I got to say, it's a really fun way to celebrate because you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. You don't have to worry about getting home. You know, like the logistics are fantastic. And it's a really cool way to celebrate holiday. I love Thanksgiving, quite frankly. I think it's the best holiday to spend on a cruise ship. Nobody has to cook. Nobody has to clean. You still get all the Thanksgiving food and way more of it. I really like that quite a bit. So I think Thanksgiving would be my recommendation. Halloween's a lot of fun too. Robin Risk. Hey, Robin from MEI Travel. How are you? Welcome. Saul's checking in from on board Wonder of the Seas. Welcome. Fantastic. Janine, any idea when the Beach Club in Nassau will be available to purchase? I don't know that information yet. Royal hasn't said so don't know yet. Kyle in the house. Howdy, Matt. Happy Monday. Still only have a lure booked in December. Tisk, tisk, tisk. We're eyeing a big family cruise for February of 26. You know, Kyle, I think you need a big family cruise on Star of the Seas for March of 26 personally, but I'm just saying. Next question. Great, guys, type your questions in chat here. We're going to answer your question for the next 48 minutes. We're going to, maybe it'll be closer to 50 because we always tend to go over, but yeah, type your questions in chat. Let's answer as many Royal Caribbean cruise questions as we possibly can. If you're new here, please say hello. Would love to welcome each and every one of you. Ryan Olkowski, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Matt, headed on the enchantment this Thursday. Is it sad? One of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is a selfie with a famous cup holder. It is not sad. Listen, Kenny, my neighbor, we went to go look for it. We found it. It's this meme on Reddit. If you're not on the Royal Caribbean Reddit, then this means absolutely nothing to you. But I wrote an article about this actually, and I'm sure none of you remember it. This gentleman went on Enchantment of the Seas, sat down on one of the many broken cup holders, and actually brought his own soldering, brought his own equipment to fuse it back together, and he signed the bottom of it, and it's become this like Where's Waldo thing on Reddit. So enjoy. It's on the second floor. I'll make that life easier for you, Ryan. Chris Moss, thank you. The upper level, I mean. Thank you for the super chat. 48 days to Utopia, 55 to Jewel, 60 to Oasis. I appreciate all you do for new and experienced cruisers. Makes my experience better. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you. Christopher Biona, thank you for the super chat. Is it difficult to get an Uber on a disembarkation? No, I've never had an issue. The only issue I've ever had, Chris, is there could be traffic sometimes, like Miami. I'm looking at you. Other than that, I've never had an issue getting a car. I've done in Galveston, Port Canaveral, Miami, Tampa. I always drive myself. Or Kenny for drives me, but no, I've never had an issue, so I think you're good to go. Madeline, are they not allowing you to hold slots anymore in Honduras? Correct. That is no longer allowed. It's a cute little kid you got there. Why are casitas so expensive? Because there's demand for it. I never understood the casitas thing. It's not my thing. I was actually on Icon in March, and I was talking to one of our viewers, and she rented it for the entire cruise every day. And she's like, listen, Matt, I like being at the pool. I like hanging out there. I don't want to compete for anything. I want the easy button, and I'm willing to pay for it. And Rich, there are a lot of people who are willing to pay for it, clearly. So, yeah. Casal, if you only had one special restaurant to choose on Symphony, which would you choose and why? Izumi Hibachi, because it's that darn good. My wife would say 150 Central Park, but I still think Izumi Hibachi. It's just so satisfying. Not that 150 isn't, but yeah. Yeah, Mark, I got to actually turn that off. Hold on a second. If I get this, it's like a default setting now. And I know, like, you guys don't know who I am. Oh, participant names. There we go. All right, now you don't know who I am. Dust FSU 2000. I think the prices are down for the drink package because Royal's in the green now, not trying to make up loss. I mean, I would like to think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I think I don't know what the case is, but and KJ points out about the drink package right now consistently $77.99 a day. I mean, things can change. I've not bought the drink package for Star yet, but for a lot of my other cruises, man, I'm surprised how cheap it's been. And again, there's an ebb and a flow. It's not every day, but I've had pretty good luck finding it right there. I mean, Jewel of the Seas. I mean, Jewel's a cheap ship, but hey, man, that's a great price right there. Yeah, Wonder, Joanne Griffith. First of all, Joanne, how are you? Second of all, every time I drive by a number of restaurants in the town that we live in, I always say to my wife, Jay's mom is somewhere over there. You're probably not, but it's our fun thing to say that you're probably over there. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Smoky Bandit thinks drink package sales are likely due to a trend in less people drinking alcohol, especially younger cruisers. Hey, that could be I could believe that. I mean, at the end of the day, I will say this about Royal Caribbean. They very much do bend to the will of supply and demand. Dave O found some really great drink package prices. I mean, when you can get if you get the drink package under 70 a day, that's a good price. If you can get under 60 a day, that's a fantastic price. So yeah. Carla, I bought the three specialty restaurant package. Can Izumi be the one choice in this package without paying a surcharge? Izumi sushi? Yes, provided you stay within the $40 threshold for it. Hibachi, no. You'll pay a surcharge for that. Streets Gamer, thank you for the super chat. As Diamond members, can we get priority tender tickets from the Crown Lounge? I don't know. I don't recall that being a perk, but like the last time I was on, I don't really go on ships that have tenders all that often. The last time I did it was with Mr. Tony Diaz when we were in Bahaba, Maine in 2020. What was that? Don and Judy, is that 23? Yeah, it wasn't last year, 2023. And for that one, we had a shore excursion booked. No, I lied. We did, but we didn't. For that one, wait, did we get an escort on that one? Or I had a shore excursion booked. Tony and I were on the same bus. We went to go see Acadia National Park, and we both took a nap on the same bus. It was cute. And when you have a Royal Caribbean shore excursion, you get priority tendering, which is nice. That's like one of the if I'm in a tender port, I will usually book a Royal Caribbean excursion so that I can get priority tendering because I don't want to fight with it. But I don't remember that being necessarily a diamond perk. I never asked though, so that's a good question. Mr. Russ Crawford, how are you, Russ? I suddenly have an urge to have a tequila shot. How are you, Russ? I don't see a message from you, Russ. Russ is a good friend of mine. Oh, there it is. Happy Monday, my friend. My goodness, are you drinking right now? Because none of this sounds. Getaway and cruise sounds absolutely perfect right now. Although he is from Kentucky, and I love Russ with all due respect, but he does have an accent, so he could be saying this in the way that he speaks. Getaway and cruise sounds absolutely perfect right now. I don't know if I did more your impression or Denise's impression, but nonetheless, Russ, you need to book a cruise. Let me tell you something. There's still time to book. I think you should do it. Don't worry about the price, Russ. You're good for it. You're a rich man, rich in friends, rich in family, maybe some money too. The Independence Group Cruise coming up in 40 days. One of our MEI travel agents can help you with it. We want to cruise with you in Europe, my friend. Make it happen. We miss you. Well, we really miss Talia. We miss Denise, and we kind of miss you. So hopefully you can make that happen. Okay, answered that question. Crystal, we are new here. Welcome. Not cruising, but excited for our Wonder Cruise in September. 4 nights. Which restaurants would you do for the dining package? Good question. I would do 150 Central Park, Izumi Hibachi, Giovanni's, and Chops. Why not? Those are 4 good ones. We're off the bat right there. Oh, no, wait. King Crystal, hold on. Take it back. Giovanni's, Izumi Hibachi, 150 Central Park, Playmakers. That's my picks right there. Forgot about that. Mr. Craig Hart, 11 Days Till Utopia. Looking forward to booking many more cruises in the near future. Any ones I should book? I think you and Kenny got to figure that out, man. You guys are best friends now. So start working with there. Mike B, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message from you, Mike. Mike B. Hold on, I gotta break out the search feature here. Mike B. Taking my wife on our first ever cruise on Utopia in 168 days, flying in from Ireland and staying in Orlando. And everybody's for hotels in Orlando. Great show. Thank you so much. The answer to your question is yes. What hotel do I recommend? It's funny. No, actually, I don't have a hotel in Orlando. I recommend. I mean, there's so many hotels. Like, here's what I would do, Mike. I'd pick a hotel near the airport. The airport, north of the airport, there's a road called Semoran Boulevard. Semoran. Semoran Boulevard. Semoran. Do a search for a hotel that's 4 stars or higher, right over there. That's good. The only reason you pick a different location is if you, I don't know, like, are you spending a day just in Orlando and then going on your cruise the next day? That's fine. If you're spending multiple days, I would pick a different hotel, somewhere that's like close to Disney World or Universal or wherever else you spend most of your time. But for one day, I think any of those hotels near the airport are totally fine right there. Wisconsin Jason, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Or membership, not a super chat. It's a membership. Thank you for being a club member for 9 months. Upgraded from a balcony to a grand suite on Rhapsody for $200. That is A-okay. I love that, Jason. Dude, that's a great deal right there. Love that. Angela giving a shout out to Grace from MEI Travel. Fantastic. Tracy, last year you had something about Royal Caribbean letting guests make dining reservations online with dining package stuff. Any word on that since? Yeah, it's available. Tracy, it's available for the ultimate dining and for the 3-night dining package. It's only, it came out, the unlimited dining feature came out like in the fall, and the 3-nighter came out like a couple weeks ago. So you would have to book a new one to qualify for it, but it's there. If you can go test it out just to see it in action, but just like add it to your cart and you'll see the option, the pull downs and whatnot. But do it on the website. Cowboy Valley, been a club member for 2 months. There we go. Thank you, my friend. We missed the head count for the meetup in London, but there will be 3 of us there. Yeah, please come on by. No. Well, I need you to come. Please come and please be hungry and thirsty because I'm paying for booze and food. So please join us for it. You're more than welcome. The head count was just like trying to figure out if it's going to be 3 of us or 20 of us. And it sounds like there'll be some of us. Yeah, please come and drink. Please come eat and drink. I do not want to pay. We have a food and beverage minimum to hit that I'm paying for, and you're welcome to join us for. But I want to make sure that we definitely hit it. I don't mind. I hate spending money that giving them money if we're not going to actually use it. By the way, Russ Crawford, I need you, buddy, to come drink booze in London for free. Not free to me, free to you. So that's all you need to know right there. Let me get a drink of water here. Dad Beck, are we able to gift channel memberships? Unfortunately, you can't. I mean, not on my channel. The long and short of it is because I came up with my own tier system, Dad Beck, for the club memberships. YouTube doesn't let me do that. Doesn't let you do that, which is dumb. If I had kept I didn't know that at the time, but if I kept them default, then yes, you would have been able to. But unfortunately, you can't, which is really lame. Hope they change that. Hey, Jose, will you be doing a meet and greet in LA or Orange County? I will not. It's a good idea, actually. I didn't think about it, but it's a little late now in the game, and I don't know where to do it. And more importantly, I'm having lunch with my parents, so I didn't know my timing and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I could do something in the evening, I guess, but it didn't even cross my mind. I'll be honest with you, Jose, because it's not a cruise it's not a revenue cruise, just travel agent. So I kind of was like, so not this time. It's a good idea though. If I go back in 2 months ago, I might have done that. Glenn checking in from Hubbard Glacier. Awesome, dude. I am so jealous. Not just because you're not sweating right now. Let's see. Next question. Isabel, did Star on Anthem? Star Class, I think. They can do Quantum. Alaska. Okay. But would teens be bored with the same things to do on Quantum? Not many specialty restaurants. No, I mean, don't forget, number one, you're in Alaska. So I'm hoping you'll be taking advantage of what's like there compared to the Caribbean, because obviously there's a lot more pulling you onto shore. That's really fun to do. But I don't think you'll be bored. I think that you'll just adjust to it. It's just a different approach. That's all. So I would say no. I think you have a great time. Let's see. Scary says, so are you saying it's still worth buying the drink package despite being pitiful? Yeah. It's a great question, because I do get 6 free drinks a day, and I'm also Prime and Casino. The thing for me, Scary, is I like convenience. I'm on vacation. Well, I'm on work most of the time. But imagine I was on vacation. The reason I would, if the drink package is under $60 a day, I will buy the drink package, because it's just so much easier to sit there at the bar, order what I want, not count drinks in my head, not have to worry about, any of that, and just be able to enjoy it, and not have to be like, oh, I got to run down to the casino and get a free drink so I don't have to burn up one of my casino drinks, my Pinnacle drinks. I like the Mason jar. This was really bad because those peanut butter and jelly old fashions, Scary. I mean, I can drink 3 of them. You can ask Kyle. I can drink 3 of them, and it's like, over in a heartbeat. They go down so quickly. So it's like there are 6, but they go quickly, far quicker than you think. So for the convenience factor alone, yeah, I do. If it's under 60, if it's 70, I'm not paying for the drink package. Let's see here. Christine, what chips do you recommend to celebrate parents' 40th anniversary? I love that idea. Well, I guess it depends who's going, Christine. Like, is it like your parents are going by themselves? Are you going with your parents? Is it like a big family reunion? The more people going, especially if you have younger people in addition to your parents, I pick a bigger ship. If it's just them, do Alaska on a Radiance class ship would be fantastic. Let's see here. Footprints of inspiration. When do we usually get our luggage tags? 45 days 45 days, right, guys? It's 45 days when check-in opens up. You get the e-docs. Is it 45 or 30? 45 or 30. So one of those. Can I get you a free cruise? Absolutely, but I'm not going to. Big Dog Ron, thank you for the super chat. I'm a Prime member. Is it smart to buy a drink package if I get free drinks at the casino? Ron, I'm going to tell you this. Honestly, I know this is first of all, I appreciate the super chat, so whatever. But yeah, dude, as I just explained to you, like, listen, you know this as much as anybody. It's just so much easier to sit in Playmakers or the pub or the Schooner Bar or the Mason Jar or anywhere else and not have to worry about or run downstairs. Like, we're old guys. We don't have time for this anymore. I just want to sit there and order my drink. I think, again, if it's the right price, yes. Under 60, heck yeah. That is a YOLO book it. Wake Paul Crow up. It is absolutely worthwhile. If it's 60 to 70, it depends how good of a week AT&T is having. If it's 70 or above, that's when it's worth walking downstairs to the casino. Larry the Lemon. Hey, Larry, thank you for the super chat. How walkable are the ports of Phillipsburg, St. Martin, Charlotte, and Moliere? I'm more concerned with infrastructure. Do you like wheelchair accessibility or like people? Like not people, that's a bad boy. Like walking, wheelchair. Generally, they're all pretty good. Phillipsburg has a great boardwalk. It's not too bad. St. Martin. Oh, that's Phillipsburg is St. Martin. Charlotte, Moliere. If you're in the downtown, in the city areas, it's great. Outside of that, you can forget about it, especially for wheelchair stuff right there. Slew Dog, what would Matt choose? 1 selling on Icon Junior Suite or 2 sellings interior on Oasis Symphony? Ooh. I mean, I would pick Icon Junior Suite, but going on 2 cruises is definitely not a bad idea. Scary, as long as we're talking about drinking, thank you for the super chat. Is it appropriate to live stream to ask if there are good ports to find? Is this the appropriate live stream to ask if there are good ports to find good liquor? It absolutely is. Certain ports certainly are better at it. Like, as an example, if you're in Puerto Rico, that's where, like, it's the capital of rum, Bacardi, right? If you're in Curacao, well, Curacao. Generally speaking, a lot of the liquors, though, come from elsewhere, like Mexico. If you're in Mexico, tequila. If you're in the country that produces it, theoretically, it's more so Scary that you can probably get a better price by a smidge for liquor produced from that country. Again, tequila from Mexico, rum from San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's not gonna be like crazy cheap. I think the real benefit is you get access to brands you can't get at home. I found, as an example, in Mexico, they make there's a tequila brand. Goodness, what's the name of it? And I order it all the time when I'm in Mexico, but you can't get it in the States. Oh, good. I forgot what it is, but it's a cheap brand, but it's really good. It's smooth. Anyway, you can only get it in Mexico. So for that perspective, yes, I think it's really the brand variety, especially if you want. There is a rum that my friend Billy from CruiseHabit.com loves. It's Cuban, Havana Star, I believe, and you can't get that in the U.S. obviously. So yeah, that's I think more the value of buying booze away. Roblox player, are you Pinnacle yet on Crown Anchor? I am. Yes, I turned Pinnacle a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'm almost at 1,000 points. I'm at 900 and something. Ronnie Bickers Jr., thank you for the super chat. Hey, Matt, 201 days of grandeur. A few times when I've returned to the home port, they docked at a different terminal, and it's a hassle. Why do they sometimes return to different terminals sometimes? I think it's just the musical chairs of like how many ships are in port one day versus another day. This happened to me in Tampa. What's interesting, Ronnie, is I in Tampa, we boarded in one terminal, and I valet parked my car, and they actually moved the car for me, which is fantastic. But I think it's really just I'm guessing that's what happened to you in Grandeur, Tampa. It's just the musical chairs of how many ships are in port one day versus another. Let's see here. Captain Bob, my wife wants to know, what was your very first cruise, Disney Wonder? And were you hooked right after that? Yeah, not to this extent, like where I am today, but I mean, I liked it a lot. We did another one. Then we did a Royal Caribbean cruise, and then I was really hooked because I lived in the Northeast. Julian became a club member. Let's go. Thank you, Julian, for being a club member. Appreciate you. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Deborah, I've not been to Cabo Rojo, so I don't have any information to share on that, unfortunately. Let's see here. Fernanda, in Pier 7, the kids don't have to pay for food, but the adults paid. Correct. If the kids are under the age of 12, I believe. Yes, that is correct. Janine, thank you for the super chat. What do you recommend getting at Playmakers? I told the dining package Symphony can't wait. Ooh, okay. Onion ring tower, the buffalo crispy roll, the buffalo chicken, what my wife get, the buffalo rolls. I like the nachos are hit or miss. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not great. So I put that as a maybe. I think the Playmakers burger is the best thing on the menu there. The chicken sandwich is really good as well. Those are good options. And of course, the campfire cookie, absolutely amazing. Nathan, does the arcade credit work in the Playmakers? Yeah, it works anywhere they have those they use the same readers all around the ship, Nathan. So it's not like just one place. Yeah. Kelsey, are you worried about cruising out of LA in the summer due to wildfires? No. Even when they had the LA fires, and that was really bad, right? I mean, amazingly bad, there was no impact to the cruise ships. It was elsewhere. But typically, the wildfires are not near LA. They're more out in the country. So no, I would not be worried about that at all. There's other issues related to that I might be worried about, but yes. Yeah, come drink with Kenny at the meetup. Absolutely. He will be at the meetup, and he'll be ready to talk to you. Opinion on booking the Freedom of the Seas week of Christmas. It'll be expensive, but hey, man, spending the holidays on a cruise ship is absolutely fantastic. Love that. Where is the infamous Blue Water cup? I actually upgraded, so my doctor told me I need to drink 64 ounces of water. This one's 32. I know it's bright pink. I don't care. I'm married. I'm not going to prove it to anybody anymore. It's 32, so I have to drink 2 of these a day, and that's easy math for me to remember. That's why I don't have the blue cup anymore. Didn't realize you do lives. How often do you do this? Happen every Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, every week, rain or shine. Let's see here. Captain Bob again. Thank you for the super chat. I forgot to mention on our last cruise, my wife found a duck. She actually thought she won something and was going to head to customer service. Oh, no. I mean, it's good she found it, but man, I'm sorry that she thought she won like a major prize. No, it's just a fun thing. All right, Julie's follow up. I booked the Ultimate Dynamax roller about a week ago. Didn't see any option for the really. Tried modifying. Yeah, the modifying thing doesn't work. Julie, here's what you can do. If the price is the same today versus what you booked it, cancel it and go back. Also, Julie, did you do this on the website or the app? I always do it on the website. So, but you can, again, do this little test. You can go back and before you actually cancel it. But if it's the same price, you can cancel and rebook. It should give you that option immediately to select your restaurants. I mean, I know Allure just got out of refurbishment. Maybe that's why it didn't give you that option, but it is definitely, you're within the time window that it should have been available to you. Let's see. What's your take on Mason Jar and Wonderland? I love the Mason Jar. I love the bar more than I love the food. I think the food is fine. Wonderland is like, it's a little kitschy. I've done it a number of times. It's funny. I went there. I've done it many times, and it's fun. I think it starts out weird and gets better as the meal goes on. I went there with my parents most recently, and I was like, listen, this restaurant's weird. We should do it for fun because you've never done it, but I think we'll go to the Windjammer after because you'll be starving. And you know what? They loved it. So maybe I'm just jaded. So yeah. Next question is from Mr. Dave. Oh, wanting to plan Alaska 27 cruise. Am I correct? They only usually come out in the fall and November. Correct. You're absolutely right, sir. Absolutely correct. 30 days. When we're going back to the question about the luggage tags, thank you to Big Guy, D-Man, Ellie, Tracy, and Janine for that. Thank you. Sergio, thank you for the super chat. 39 days to Allure at Barcelona. Is Samba worth it? I have gone on record many a time, Sergio. I'm sure Royal Caribbean doesn't like this, but I've gone on record many a time saying it's not worth it. I thought it was very disappointing because the timing, the pacing of the meal is terrible. Food is good, but the pacing is terrible. So, yeah. When do you get your SeaPass cards? They'll be outside your door, Rashidi. So when you get on board the ship and your cabins are ready at 1:30 probably, they'll be waiting outside your door. Great questions so far, guys. Let's keep it rolling here. I think with some super chats. Holy moly. Senator Tom Fernandez with an epic super chat. Woo! Hey, my guy, hope you've been well. South Carolina legislative session finished up last week. Been so busy, believe on Wonder the first week of June in a grand suite. Here's the big question. Here's a question. Your Bionic Bar go-to drink. Oh, dude, listen, Senator, first of all, thank you for your generosity. My neighbor Kenny and I have talked about you in all good stuff. We're saying we need to do a road trip. I know I'm talking about doing a live stream. Send me an email, dude. We should do like it's time in the fall. Let's drive up to your constituency, your area, and we'll do a live stream from your wherever, somewhere over there. We'll find a Waffle House or something and do it from there. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Thank you for your amazing generosity. So the Bionic Bar is probably one of the it's a terrible bar. Drinks wise, do you remember what it was like in college when you would pregame, not go out, pregame, and you'd say, "Hey, little guys," because you'd be there with the fellas. Let's let's have some pre-gaming drinks, and you guys would make your own drinks. You know what you do, right? You use Mountain Dew and the cheapest vodka you could find on earth, right? Because you were college kids, you had no money, and you mix them together. That's kind of what the Bionic Bar tastes like. It's just not great. The margarita, honestly, if I was to pick one drink, the margarita is not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. It just, it goes down pretty smooth. So, but my dude, we really need to do a live stream from your constituency. We don't, first of all, I have no idea what affiliation Senator Thomas from. I don't even care. It's more about the fact that we have an elected representative he comes here many times, the honorable state senator. And I just think it's amazing. So I'm all for supporting those who support me, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we're doing a South Carolina meetup. It's going to happen sometime soon, I hope. Big Guy, when did you start your YouTube channel? Also, why did you only choose Royal Caribbean? I started the channel years ago when Royal Caribbean blog started, but back then I uploaded like dumb videos, it was like old Royal Caribbean commercials. But then when YouTube started to get kind of hot and heavy, oh gosh, when was it? It was probably right when I went full time with Royal Caribbean Blog in 2019. So right around then, I started experimenting and posting. And if you watch some of those old videos, they're absolutely terrible. Our YouTube editor Jenna hates all of them, and it was just kind of like many things that I've done, big guy. It's a lot of like throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, and it really took off. We had a great community here. People joined in, and just kind of organically grew from there. Jules, my stepdad is cheap and apprehensive about going on Icon for my 40th. Can you please tell him that Icon is worth the money? Is your stepdad related to my neighbor Kenny? I would say this. Listen, I get it. Icon is not the cheapest ship in the fleet, but let me tell you something. The value you get is phenomenal because it is the best ship. It's not like you're overpaying like all the ships are the same. They're not. There's so many amazing ships out there, and Icon is the best of the best of the best. And you pay a lot for it, but you really do get some premium options on there. Check out the ship tour that we have here on our channel. It is amazing. Let's see here. Jake, do you still have the Magic 8-Ball from the COVID days? Dude, I threw that thing away. As soon as COVID ended, I think as soon as they restarted cruise, I threw that thing in the trash with great glee. Hey, Bob, I'm going on my first cruise, July Anthem. Any suggestions for must-see excursions? Yes, Bob. I'm going to give you a link to an article that I wrote that has a lot of recommended tours. 1 second. It is. I can't scroll. Oh my goodness. Where is it? There it is. Copy link. It's coming in the chat right now. Check out that link over there, Bob. I spent many hours compiling that list of recommended tours. Check that out. I'm not exaggerating. I really did spend many hours coming up with it. Gigi, thoughts on spending the day at Taino Bay? That's exactly what we did when we went there in Puerto Plata. It's the best tourist trap I've ever been to. Really, really good. Anna, does anyone know if I booked a room with 2 adults and 1 kid, and do I absolutely have to rebook if the kid is no longer going? No, you don't. You can just simply no-show. So in that situation, that's what I would do. I've done this many times, Anna. They'll say, okay, where's Junior? He's not coming. Okay. Doesn't matter. You'll be fine. Next question. Ed Vira. Ed, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Is Royal Caribbean still rescheduling San Juan Oasis port ships away? Yes. I'm not aware, could be wrong, but I am not aware of any Oasis class ship that has been able to make it back into San Juan yet. So unfortunately, yeah. Enrique, what's the difference between buying 2 internet packages with 1 device and buying 1 internet package with 2 devices? Different logins. If the one package with 2 devices has 1 login, the 2 individual devices have 2 different logins. That's the only difference. So as long as you don't mind sharing the password between them to share it, you can absolutely do that. And since it's your wife, I think that's totally fine. You'll save some money there. Anna, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message from you, Anna. Hold on. Anna. Oh, there it is. Does anyone know if I booked a room? Oh, I literally just answered that question. Wow, was that really the last question I just answered? 2 seconds ago? Huh. Yes, it was. Thank you for the super chat. Is Senator Tom Fernandez going to introduce some legislation to get Royal Caribbean a home port in Charleston? I love that. Is the Bionic Bar part of the deluxe room package? It is indeed, yes. Christopher Biona, thank you again for the super chat. Have you heard how the Royal Railway whiskey experience in Utopia compares to dinner? I'm doing that actually. I have no idea. The answer is I don't know, but I booked it for September on the President's Cruise. I'm going there by myself because I don't know anyone on the ship. So I'm going to go try it out. I'll let you know. We'll have a review in September. Let's see here. Celeste, when Perfect Day Cozumel opens, will the ship stop there or will it be a shore excursion spot? It'll be a shore excursion spot, just like the beach clubs, Cozumel, Nassau. These are basically shore excursions. They're run by Royal Caribbean, but they're paid, meaning there's an admission fee. It's all included, and so it's not like Perfect Day Mexico or Perfect Day Coco Key, where the ship docks there and everybody walks onto the island. So hope that makes sense. Oh yeah, no, the Bionic Bar is listen, the Bionic Bar was a cool idea in 2014. It has not aged well at all. I don't think it was that great back then. It was just kind of it's more of a spectacle, more of a gimmick than an actual like, hey, let's go to the Bionic Bar. John C, thank you for the super chat. Liberty Disease is coming back to Europe in 26. Do you know if it's planned amplifications before that? Royal Caribbean has not announced it yet. So the answer is I don't know. They have not said anything. It should because it's on schedule. I mean, it's due for it, but Royal has not announced any new amplifications yet. Ryan, why do you think the barbecue restaurant on Oasis hasn't gotten to more ships? Probably because I don't know. I was going to make a Red Sox joke, but I'm going to answer your question seriously. I really don't know. At one point, again, in 2019, it was the new hotness, and they just never rolled it out again to another ship. And it's strange because I think it's really good. I think a lot of people thought it was really good. So I have no idea. It's a great question. Go Yankees. But yeah, no, I have no idea. Hey, DFW Hannah's here. Welcome. Hang on a second. Anthony, are there now 2 ships out of Los Angeles? Yes, there's going to be. At the end of this month, Ovation of the Seas joins in. So you'll now have Ovation, which is a quantum class, and Navigator, still a Voyager class. So yeah, there's actually going to be later this year for like a month, 3 ships there. Quantum joins it too. And then later Ovation leaves and Quantum stays. So there'll be more than 1 ship, yeah, which is amazing. How many cruises do you think it takes before you become an experienced cruiser? I feel like it's it's that old how many licks does it take to get the bottom the middle of a lollipop joke, from that commercial? 1, a 2, a 3. 3. It probably is 3. So let's go with 3. 1, you're new. 2, you're still kind of new. 3, you made it. You know the basics at this point. Let's see here. Been there, done that. Thanks for all you do for the Make Cruises Better Here. Welcome. Can you please explain the Royal Caribbean Blog membership on YouTube versus Patreon? They appear to be distinct programs, correct? That is correct. So basically, we've been doing the Patreon program for many years because it's great. You can use it on any platform. It's simple, cool. We've got to hear. We do this on YouTube here. The thing is, a lot of people are very much focused on YouTube. A lot of people who are here on YouTube, been there, don't actually go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and that's okay. I'm a little sad, but it's fine. Like they're just used to this. So I wanted to give people an easy option here because it's built in, it's simple, it achieves. They want to support what we do here. So some people are both Patreon subscribers and YouTube subscribers, and there are different benefits, by the way. Like the Patreon folks get their own Zoom call. They get, depending on which level they're at, they get a Zoom call. They get access to podcast episodes early. They get a live stream just for them. YouTube, they get a live stream just for them here as well. That's separate from all of that. So there are some similar differing benefits, but really it's your choice. And again, as you all know, I've said this many times. You do not have to donate. You do not need to give super chats. You do not need to be a club membership. I appreciate if you would, but this is really just a way for people to give back and support what we do here. So that's really how that kind of boils down to. But hope that explains. And let me know if that doesn't make any sense. But I thought it did. Brad Wheeler with an epic super chat. Woo! Thank you, Brad. Hey, Matt, do you think Paradise Beach in Cozumel is one of the best all-inclusives in the Caribbean? No, I think it is the best in the Caribbean. It really is. Yes, 100%. I'm no joking aside now. I think it is. They just do. I know that they're no longer a sponsor of ours. So full disclosure, they were never a sponsor. I never made $1 off Paradise Beach. We just had they like me, we like them. We held hands, and I just wanted to help them. They gave us a discount code to my community, which I think you all appreciated for a while. But anyway, we don't have that anymore. But they're still very friendly to me. But I was going there for years and years before them. I think they do a great job. They have a great facility. They have the best pool in the Caribbean. It's heated. It's beautiful. They have fantastic service, great beach. It's the total package. And I think the pricing is really good as well. I used to be a big fan of Nachi Kokum. I think that place has gone downhill big time. I think Mr. Sanchez is absolutely terrible, and I would not recommend it to anybody. And I've been to many other beach clubs around. I went to most recently, not most recently, I was in Paradise Beach most recently. We went to goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. The place I went there on Enchantment. I've been to many different places, and they're all like good for different reasons. But Paradise Beach, I think, is still by far the best option out there. So, yeah. Well, it's not. There'll be other people. There'll be randos there, Kyle. But I'll be there. I know my friends don't want to join me on it, and I know Kenny's definitely not booking it. William Ryman. William, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. I don't see a message from you. You got a drink of Wawa. Craig, should I do President's Cruise or Star? I would do Star. Bonnie, why do you know why Mason Jar isn't included on the dining package? It is. I don't know why you don't think it is, Bonnie. It definitely is. I promise you it is. DQ James, thank you for the super chat. Woo! Thank you guys. You guys are, holy smokes. The generosity today is like, I mean, it's just, whew. Thank you. Amazing. Going on Anthem, Alaska on May 23rd, heard widespread reports of no hot water on many floors. Have you heard about this? And if so, any updates? I've heard nothing on this, dude. I mean, I get a lot of weird things going across my desk. I've not heard one single thing about this. But I've heard, no. I mean, listen, I will say this much. I can't promise you anything, and I've not heard anything about this. I will also point out there are many times where, you know, there are ice. It's a city. It's a floating city. Things happen. Things break. But they fix them a lot quicker. And you know what happens, James? When things break, when things are fixed, oh, okay. Nobody types messages like, hey, guys, good news. Everything's fixed. Because they expect it to be fixed. They're not angry anymore. So that's kind of, there's also some logic to that. So anyway, my point is that just because it broke whenever, whoever reported may have been true, I don't know. But by the time you get on board your ship, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. Debbie says, for the whiskey tasting, the train is running, but there's no characters, which kind of makes some sense, quite frankly. Thomas Tisha, thank you for the super chat. Any recommendations for ports, Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan? Cozumel, Paradise Beach. Costa Maya, Maya Chan. So not through Royal Caribbean. So Cozumel, Paradise Beach is not through. I can't talk. Paradise Beach is not through Royal Caribbean. Costa Maya at Maya Chan, not through Royal Caribbean. Roatan, I went to Turquoise Bay most recently. I liked it. It was in a great spot. It's a little far. It's about 40 minutes away by bus, but it was a great beach. I liked it a lot. So I would say Turquoise Bay or stay on the ship. Depends on what ship you're on there. Tootsie Pop, right, Tony? It was a Tootsie Pop. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah. Let me see here. Matthias, any chances of Royal Caribbean coming back to Brazil or other place South America? You know, it's crazy. I can't believe they haven't. I remember when they used to sail out of Brazil, and then I think the issue is, and this is true of any place in the world they don't sail from, they can make more money with the ship somewhere else than Brazil in this case. And part of the problem is the real. I'm sure, as you're aware, the value of it isn't the same as it was. Goodness, that was 15 years ago. Whenever the reals crashed, the value of it, that was the turning point for Royal Caribbean. That's got to change, I think. Susan Westfall, thank you for the super chat. Is the fish and chips restaurant on Independence included, or is it extra cost? I believe on Independence, some of it's included, some of it costs extra. It's weird, Susan, because they have it an Indy and they have it on Ovation. And on one, it's completely free. Goodness. I've been on Independence, so I want to say, and I've been on Ovation. I want to say it's a combination of both, but that might not be up to date. Bucanas, thank you, Kenny. I kept on thinking Cubanos. That's definitely not it. This is the beach club in Cozumel I went to most recently. Not most recently, but not Paradise Beach. It was okay. I think Kenny and I agreed with it. It was a great place to hang out and have a beer, but not like a let's drink with Craig Hart kind of place, you know. Can you do a group cruise on the West Coast? I would love to do one. I'd love to do an Alaska group cruise again. So fingers crossed. Let's see here. Next question. Yeah, James, I mean, it's all over Facebook. Cool. I mean, I understand. I've seen this phenomenon play out, and it's news to me. So no, I've not heard about it. But at the same time, again, it's broken today or was broken today, it'll be fixed. And I think that you should not really, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, sometimes plumbing problems happen because you know what happens? Somebody probably flushed something down the toilet they weren't supposed to. It breaks the pipes. These things can happen, but they have an onboard maintenance team. They fix 24 hours. I think they do a pretty admirable job of keeping it up to date. I wouldn't, again, if I was going on Anthem of the Seas in May 23rd, next week, 2 weeks, whatever it is, I wouldn't worry about it because it'll be fixed by then. I really do believe that. Let's see here. Next question. Hey, Enrique, what's the best and cheapest way to get to Porto Canaveral from a Universal Studios hotel? Uber or Lyft? Uber or Lyft? Let me ban somebody here. Put block user on YouTube. There you go. Mad Capper. Thank you for the super chat. Blessed to have Disney Treasure in October, Celebrity Infinity in December, and Allure in March. I think I've become an addict. That is quite a lineup right there, my friend. But yeah, that's a great, I mean, listen, cruising is very, very addictive. So yes, you are in a good spot right there. Jules, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for answering your question. My question. You are awesome. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate you. Thank you. You are awesome. Yeah, Chris, I had no hot water at Icon the first day. Fix it in 20 minutes. There you go. Love it. Charles, hey, Matt. Sailing August 9th on Icon for now. It's still showing Labadee and San Juan, even though there are issues at ports. What do you think the chances are they get canceled? I would say at this point, your Labadee, I think there's like a 2% chance you're going because they just canceled a bunch for August like 2nd. You're probably up next. So I would say there's a pretty low chance. San Juan also, I mean, I hope something changes there. But I hate to be like, Charles, I really hate to I don't want to mislead you. I don't want to give you like bad news. I'm not like a, the sky is falling kind of guy. But I would look at the bright side. You're on Icon of the Seas. They're almost doing you a favor if you go on sea days because that ship has so much happening. You'll need that time there. I know you want to go to these places because I would too, but just want to put there. Rapid fire. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, guys. I'm going to go through the last, do I have any more super chats? Yeah. All right. So rapid fire for the next 2 minutes, 120 seconds. Give me like yes or no, this or that, quick fire question. I'm going to do as many as I possibly can on whatever you guys want to talk about that's appropriate for little Samantha to hear, because Samantha's listening right now. She has never heard a bad word in her life. She has never said a bad word in her life, and her father is an angel. So, yeah. You're on Ovation. You're on Wonder Disease right now? Jealous. Hideaway Beach, worth it or not? Yes, as long as the price is not crazy. But yeah, I do think it's worthwhile. William Ryman, always a pleasure having you here, my friend. Welcome. Do you know where the alternative port to Labadee is? It just depends on what's available. It's been Nassau, it's been Falmouth, it's been a sea day. Kind of depends right there. Chicken Jockey, thank you for the super chat. It's still worth getting the drink package after Diamond? Yeah, for the right price, under 60, absolutely. Under 70, yeah, you can still make a good argument for it. Knicks or Celtics? Knicks. I can't support a Boston team. Are you booked for Star of the Seas? Heck yeah, I got like 3 or 4 on there at this point. Vegemite or head cheese? Oh my God. I guess Vegemite, but it's pretty close. Hurricanes with the Stanley Cups. It's kind of like they're the former Whalers, which I love, but they're not the Whalers, so I don't love that. But I guess, sure, why not? Panthers to win the series versus Toronto. Don't the Maple Leafs always blow it? Like, that's like what they're known for. Tequila or rum? Ron Ladowski, you know the answer to this question. It's tequila, my friend. Labadee or Coco Key? Coco Key for sure. Atlantis, Paradise Island, yes or no? No, way too expensive. Not worth it for what you get. East, West, South, or East, West, or South Caribbean? Southern Caribbean, if you can get there, sure. White Night or 80s Nights? 80s Night for sure. Hideaway Beach? Yep. Printer Stand or not? Nope. Been to the British Colonial? Yep. It's a great place. I like the updates they made. I used to not like them. I think they did a good job. Any tips for cruising with a 1-year-old? Bring way more supplies than you need. If you're thinking 7 nights, I need this many diapers, so much formula, double that number because you go through way more on a cruise ship. Transatlantic or Trans-Pacific? I would do a transatlantic first. Hotel San Juan, the Sheridan Old San Juan. HP or Epson? HP, I guess. That's what I got. I don't think it matters anymore. Back in the day, it used to matter. I don't think it matters anymore. Discovery class, worst kept secret. Yes, definitely at this point. Is Voom unlimited data? Yes. Brilliance, no soda machine. Why? No monies. It costs money, and I suspect nobody wants to pay for that money. Have you done a suite on Oasis of the Seas? Yes. I've done an Oasis class. I don't know if I've already actually done on Oasis. But yeah, it's great. Sorrentos or Johnny Rockets? Oh, God. Sorrentos. Yeah, but that's like bringing out a corpse every year, basically. You're waving the corpse around. Look, he's still alive. Kraken rum or Myers rum? Kraken rum. How do we beat your Cocoa Beach Club? Cocoa Beach Club. What's the best ship to go on in 2025 Royal Caribbean? Star of the Seas. Drinks tomorrow? No, I'm in New York. Are you picking me up at the airport tomorrow? I need a ride tomorrow, Kenny. 4 a.m. Can you help me out? Help a brother out. 4 a.m. Could use you. Best port to fly from Orlando for a cruise? Wait, what? Port Canaveral? This is a trick question. Have I ever cruised out of Australia? No. Favorite tequila drink? Tequila. Straight up. Casamigos, if we're being specific. Mexico or Caribbean? Aren't they the same place? Mexico. Better food. Blue Lagoon? No. Do you add sprinkles at Sprinkles? No. Officially overtime. All right, we are. Our sweet Samantha needs to go to bed. So, can you give a shout out to Alex? We'll round this out with a shout out to Alex. Alex, hello. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the amazing support today. I mean, holy smokes. Super chats were through the roof, amazing, incredible. I don't know what to say other than thank you. One programming note. This week's YouTube video, usually put out a YouTube video on Tuesday and Thursday. We're switching to Wednesday and Friday for this week. I can't tell you why, but you'll know when you see it on Wednesday why I did it that way. Stay tuned. Until then, guys, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll be back again next Monday, right here, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Come join us for that. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your week, everybody. Stay safe out there. Do something fun, and we'll talk again very soon, right here on YouTube. Good night, everybody. Good night, Samantha.